You know, there's no easy way to explain this one. Yeah, there's just no easy way to explain this one. Hello, it is Dr. Calico, and today we are in G-Develop, a game development software. And today we are doing an initial testing run of massively multiplayer offline version uh, 1 alpha. And uh, now let's be abundantly clear here. This is my game, okay? I made this. I made everything here. Now, some of the friends on Aurora Main's Discord for League of Legends, they did help out with a few insights on this, but for the most part, all of this is me. Yep, I made everything here. So this is the main menu, which is the fridge of the main character's. This is the main character's fridge. We are looking at a rather creative main menu, in my opinion. This is probably going to get changed later. This might also get changed later. Uh, Fridge menus might get changed later. Some stuff might get changed, but yeah. I'm kind of happy with how the main menu has turned out, because this is supposed to be a real world location, or real universe location as well. As also the cursor, I made that as well. So let's begin. So yeah, there's no dialogue here because there currently isn't. Thankfully, I can still move around here. Now, also, I did make sure that if you press A and D at the same time, your character stops with no animation. They don't continue walking in place. Now, this door, this is clearly unfinished. It's supposed to be the bathroom, but uh, there's nothing there yet. It's only alpha. And the monitor, I'm going to ignore that and oh, you can't walk through the front door because there's no interaction here. So let me just go here. I'm not doing anything. Now, the thing about that screen that we just saw is that that is a fake server connect screen. The reason why I say that it is fake is because uh, it looks like we were connecting to a server. However, it does not actually connect you to a server. But that isn't a pointless screen either. That fake server connect screen is a real loading screen. And while that screen was active, it is successfully loaded this level, which we are currently in the server right now. So let me just... normally I would speed through this in testing, but since this is probably going to go up on YouTube, we're just going to take things extremely slowly. I think the dialogue also needs to be changed as well. Because sometimes, you know, you just need to change things. Yeah, what is happening here is it's a conversation between the characters and my character. And an important plot point that I want to get across here is that the player, they're not a human. They actually decided to be a cat. So that's the reason why their hitbox and consequently model is different. And also another important plot point that I'd like to bring up here is that this is intentionally all developer textures. Okay, so all the supposed developer textures that you're seeing here, those are all intentional. it's supposed to, as the days go on, uh, it will uh, get more developed as more work is done on the server. So the fact that it's the first day here, and that there is pretty much no um, textures and models or anything, and that everything is all development textures, that would make sense for the first day, because why would you have fully fleshed models on the first day in testing? It just doesn't really make sense about that. Also, for this next section, I need to get moving really quickly here, so... Oh. Apparently you cannot get moving really quickly. Yeah, as it turns out, the server just shut down. So, that's a problem. And now we're back at the main hub. Another important thing about that server disconnect screen, that was also a real loading screen for the main hub as well. And also, you cannot interact with the monitor at night. Yeah, before, it was daytime here. Now it's nighttime. So, yeah, let's head back to bed. And now it's daytime again. Now, the important thing about that is that that is not aesthetic. That does not do absolutely nothing. Because as we'll see here, we're back on the fake server connect, which is a real loading screen again. It's the same process. Oh! Well, this is new. This is a completely different area. Yeah, it appears that my cursor has changed to a warning symbol, which means that I think that this is a missing texture for in the development team. Now, this missing texture is actually it does not exist in GDevelop. It's actually a real texture in the resources. I made it myself, and yeah, there's yeah, that's pretty much it. That's early alpha. Now, an important thing is that I need to yeah, I just paused the game and went back to the main menu, and oh, okay, that's a bug. Um, well, I found a bug. Okay, day one, where's the main menu? Main menu events? Main menu, it should be around here somewhere. Server disconnect, no, server connect, no. Actually, let's clean up a few things here. Yeah, let's clean up all of this stuff that we do not need right now. Oh, there's the main menu events. Okay. So when this is pressed, things are apparently not set correctly. So let's see, the global variable. Change this. Change... No, wait, that's the wrong thing. Day counter is set to 1. And variable, change variable, is daytime, set to true. Alright, so let's play through that again. Now the quit button, that actually works. Oh, and also this is annoying. Objects, actually wait, okay, activate full screen. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now we're in full screen. Okay, so let's try this again. So yeah, that was a bit of weirdness. Another thing I'd like to point out is you can't pause the game in the main menu in the hub. It just doesn't allow you to do that because pause screen, it's only for the servers because it only exists in the servers. So why would you do that? Now, one thing I actually didn't show about this is, yeah, that's an invisible wall. You can't jump over this. But this is a real pause screen. So let's resume here. Now I'm going to speed run through this dialogue here for some very important reasons. Is because I need to get back to this the second day, pause the game, quit, and go back to the main menu. And yeah, the invisible wall has been deactivated. Oh no, I lost connection to the server because the server shut down. That is bad. And yeah, the animation, I also did the animation too. And I also stopped the animation too. Okay, do that. Yep, we've gotten up from the chair. I do plan on adding some more events related to the apartment that Amy is currently in. Because right now it is a little bit bland, but let's be honest, it's alpha. So, you know, you can't really blame me for that. Or maybe you can. I mean, well, you can always blame the developer on their stuff because, well, you can absolutely do that. I just don't think that you really should be doing that. Let's be honest here. Okay, now we're done here. Let's quit back to the main menu. Let's see if this actually fixes things again. Okay, this does in fact fix things. So yeah, yeah, I'd say that was. Oh, I need to save that. Yeah, I'd say that this is a pretty good explanation for the alpha version 1 of massively multiplayer offline. Let me just go back to main menu here. Yeah. Yeah, let's dissect things here. And why things are so incredibly different here. So, as we see here, there's this big black box that covers everything. This is the fade out animation. If we move this, the main menu's here. Yeah, this is just overlaid on top of everything. Now let's head over to the first day here. And there's the invisible wall. It is completely visible here. It's just that there's a bit of code that renders this texture invisible, as well as once a certain point in the story is reached, it also disables the collision on this invisible wall. I think that was a pretty basic thing to do. You know, it's pretty easy to do, but invisible walls are quite powerful. Yeah, very powerful. And let's head over to day 2. And there's the cursor. Yep, it exists everywhere. There's the text. It exists here, which will get removed later. Now, let's head over to the server connect here. Yeah, this is the code for the server events. We have reused the same scene to do two things, depending on the global variable that is set both at the start of the scene and at the end of the day. So what this means is it will load the same scene, two different scenes from the same scene because of a single number change. But yeah, the text is yeah, this is just messy. Especially since it's just trying to be fancy here. Now, the thing about the loading bar, this used to be extremely painful. It adds Yeah, this is random in range 1, 2. It used to be random in range 1, 10, and this used to add just 1. Now, the reason why that it's random in range 1, 2 instead of 1, 10 is because this is a massive timer. And what this random number generator does is it will effectively roll a random interval of time between 0.1 seconds and 0.2 seconds. In the old version, which I have showcased on Aurora mains, because it was set to a random number between 1 and 10, it would roll between 0.1 seconds and a full second. And because it would always add 1, let's just imagine this. We know for a fact that the loading bar takes 50 resources of loading to fill. And then it will successfully load the next scene. So, yeah, let's open up the calculator here. So let's assume the absolute worst randomness of the old one. That would take 50 seconds of unnecessary loading if you rolled all 10s for 50 seconds. Now, I might be a bit of a cruel person, but I am not that cruel. And what this does here is, now let's assume the absolute worst possible RNG. So, you load 5 units a second. That's just 10 seconds of loading. That is... You have to be really... you have to have extremely horrid luck for that to happen. Because, yeah, the slowest possible way it could activate is, it rolls 0.2 every single time, and it adds 1, so that's 5 units every second, and it takes 50 seconds, and it takes 50 units, so that's 10 seconds of unnecessary waiting. However, the fastest you can have is half a second, because 0.1 seconds, and it does 10 units. I just did all of that math in my head, and I'm actually impressed with that. So yeah, this is just a bunch of mess. And anything else that I really want to show off here? Let's open up the disconnect screen, because what I want to show off here, this is supposed to load lightning fast. So there was pretty much nothing going on here. Yeah, all you have is just a button, some text, some images, the cursor, that's it. And then there's like there's like 3 conditions with 4 outputs. Yeah, this should possibly be the fastest scene to ever actually load. It does not lead... yeah, there should be no reason for a loading screen to happen for this specific scene. If there is a loading scene... I am talking way too fast here. If this scene takes a really long time to load, something has gone wrong. That's the only way to put it. Because there's literally nothing happening here when it switches scenes. And for the first day, let me actually go back to the events here. This is actually the first thing that we coded, and yeah, it's also a bit of a mess. However, the fact that it does take 0.5 seconds to actually load, that's not waiting. That's not loading times. That's actually an intentional wait right here. It says 0.5 seconds to load. And I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else that I want to show here. So yeah, I'd say that's about it. Thanks for viewing the first devlog of Massively Multiplayer Offline, Alpha version 1. And that's about it. Thanks for viewing.